SCP-939 are endothermic, pack-based predators which display atrophy of various systems similar to troglobitic organisms. The skins of SCP-939 are highly permeable to moisture and translucent red, owing to a compound chemically similar to hemoglobin. SCP-939 average 2.2 meters tall, standing upright, and weigh an average of 250 kilos, though weight is highly variable. Each of their 4 limbs end in 3-fingered claws with a 4th opposable digit, and are covered in setae which considerably augments their climbing ability. Their heads are elongated, devoid of even vestigial eyes or eye sockets, and they contain no brain casing. The jaws of SCP-939 are lined with red, faintly luminescent fang-like teeth, similar to those belonging to specimens of the genus Cholleodus, up to 6 centimeters in length, and they are encircled by heat-sensitive pit organs. Eye spots, sensitive to light and dark, run the length of their spined dorsal ridges. These spines may be up to 16 centimeters long and are believed to be sensitive to changes in air pressure and flow. SCP-939 do not possess many vital organ systems. Central and peripheral nervous systems, circulatory system, and digestive tract are all in fact absent. SCP-939's respiratory system is atrophied and serves no apparent purpose beyond spreading AMN-C227. SCP-939 have no apparent physiological need to feed, nor any way to digest consumed tissue. Ingested material typically accumulates in the respiratory system of SCP-939 and is then regurgitated once the amount is sufficient to markedly inhibit its function. Despite the absence of many vital organ systems, SCP-939 are capable of bearing live young. SCP-939's primary method of luring prey is the imitation of human speech in the voices of prior victims, though imitation of other species and active nocturnal hunts have been documented. SCP-939 vocalizations often imply significant distress. Whether SCP-939 understand their vocalizations or are repeating previously heard phrases is the subject of an ongoing study. How SCP-939 acquire voices is not currently understood. Specimens have been documented imitating victims despite never hearing the victims speak. Analysis of SCP-939 vocalizations cannot distinguish between SCP-939 and samples of known victims' voices. The use of biometric voice recognition security or identification systems at any installation housing SCP-939 is strongly discouraged for this reason. Prey is usually killed with a single bite to the cranium or neck. Bite forces have been measured in excess of 35 MPa. SCP-939 exhale minute traces of an aerialized Class C amnestic, designated AMN-C227. AMN-C227 causes temporary anterograde amnesia, inhibiting memory formation for the duration of exposure, plus an average of 30 minutes. It is colorless, odorless, and tasteless, with an estimated ECT 50 for inhalation of 0.0015 milligrams. In well-ventilated or open air environments, risk of exposure to ECT 50 is greatly reduced, but not negligible. AMN-C227 is typically undetectable in the bloodstream 60 minutes following cessation of exposure. Reported sensations of disorientation and mild hallucinations immediately following removal from environments saturated with the agent are similar to recreational use of numerous psychoactive substances and easily mistaken as such. Special containment procedures of SCP-939-1-3-19, 53, 89, 96, 98, and 99 are kept in cells 1163-A or 1163-B, 10 by 10 by 3 containment chambers within armed biocontainment area -14. Both cells are environmentally regulated and negatively pressurized, with walls constructed of reinforced concrete. Access to these cells is regulated by an outer decontamination chamber and inner glass-tight steel security doors. Observation windows are constructed and laminated ballistic glass, 10 cm in thickness, protected by a 100 kV electrified mesh. Humidity is maintained at 100% at a temperature of 16 degrees centigrade. Specimens are monitored at all times via infrared cameras, and Level 4 authorization is required to access SCP-939, their containment areas, or the observation chambers. SCP-939-101 is dismembered and stored in cryogenic preservation tanks. 939-101A to 939-101M within Bioresearch Area 12. Access to SCP-939-101 requires authorization by 2 Clearance Level 3 personnel, one of which must be present for all research and testing. The contents of only one 939-101 tank may be accessed at any given time. Core temperatures of SCP-939-101 tissues must be monitored while removed from cryogenic preservation. Should core temperature exceed 10 degrees centigrade, tissues are to be returned to their corresponding tank and all testing suspended for a period of 72 hours. Barring the core temperature exceeding 10 degrees centigrade, research of SCP-939-101 tissues may continue as long as its ramblings and pleas for release may be tolerated. Containment cells should be cleaned bi-weekly, and while this takes place, SCP-939 specimens will be transferred to the adjacent cell. During this time, the cell's door and observation windows must be inspected for damage and repaired or replaced accordingly. Heavy sedation of all SCP-939 is required before any interaction, including transfer between cells and experimentation, may take place. Level C hazmat gear is to be worn by personnel during interactions with SCP-939 specimens and in any areas which SCP-939 have been known to inhabit. Afterward, standard decontamination procedures are to be observed by all personnel involved to ensure no secondary spread of amnestic agent occurs. Following Incident ABCA 14-939-3, all non-Class D personnel interacting with SCP-939 for any length of time are required to wear 2 waterproof electronic pulse monitors for the duration of such interaction. These pulse monitors will transmit to a wireless monitoring system independent of a facility's main power grid, with at least one backup power system on standby. Should both an individual's pulse monitors flatline or otherwise malfunction, the wearer will be presumed dead. Personnel are instructed to disregard all of the wearer's subsequent vocalizations and a breach of containment declared automatically. Such personnel responding to such a breach are likewise required to wear these pulse monitors. Additionally, all live SCP-939 must be implanted with subdermal tracking devices upon capture. As you might have guessed, Sundays will now be a brand new series of SCP readings, SCP Sundays. If you enjoy this stuff, please do let me know. This has actually been requested, well, about a year ago here on the channel, so I am now glad and happy to bring you it in a more narration-focused series. Guys, please do let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all of these SCP Sunday readings. If you enjoyed this, please do give it a like and a share. And as always, I've been Mr. H, and I will catch you in the next video.